Introduction. Sociology as a discipline has been shaped by the ideas and contribution of many great thinkers. Among them, Henry St. Simon and Robert K. Merton stand out for their unique perspective on society and its function.
Henry de Saint-Simon, 1760–1825, pioneer of socialism and sociology. Life: born on October 17, 1760 in Paris, France, and she died on May 19, 1825 in Paris. He lives through the French Revolution, which significantly showed his social and political views. So, Saint Simon was a permanent French social theorist and a key figure in the development of Christian socialism. His major work, Novel Christianism, 1825, advocate for a brotherhood of men that should be integrated with the scientific organization of industry and society. He believes society should be structured around science, industry, and meritocracy, rejecting hereditocracy rules. He emphasized the career roles of scientists, industrialism, and intellectuals, and guiding societal progress. His, his famous quote, each person work according to their ability and given according to their labor, encapsulate his beliefs in a just and accountable society based on contribution.
So next is theory. Henry de Saint-Simon believed that countries should be led by smart and skilled people like scientists or inventors instead of king and soldiers. He thought that progress comes from the new ideas and technologies, not from war and tradition. For him, imbis na war or following the old custom like sticking the old beliefs, kings ruling, mas mag-i-improve yung isang masa if magpo-focus sa new idea and technology. So, for him, people should embrace science and technology instead of holding on to outdated tradition. So, this image visualized representation of Henry de St. Simon's ideas about industrial society. It highlights the important progress like industrial society. It is a system where science, technology, and industry and progress is instead of war and inherited power. Meritocracy. People should be empowered based on their skills, ability, not because of their family background. Technocracy. Expert in science and technology should help make important decisions. Economic planning. Careful organization of rescue resources and industries to improve the economy. And social progress. Society improves when science, industry, and fair leadership work together. So, he also believed that smart and capable people should lead in that progress should be based on knowledge and innovation rather than tradition or military.
Henri Saint-Simon was a French philosopher and one of the early founders of sociology. His key contributions include: number 1 is a social reform and industrialism. Si Saint-Simon ay naniniwala na ang lipunan daw ay dapat i-organize gamit ang siyensya at teknolohiya para umasenso. Gusto niya gamitin ang agham para umunlad ang bansa. Number 2 is the concept of social science. Siya ang unang namungkahi na dapat pag-aralan ang lipunan gamit ang siyensya dahil hindi lang basta teorya para sa kanya dahil mas importante ang systematic na pag-unawa sa lipunan. Number 3 is the role of experts. Binigyan din ni Saint-Simon na ang mga scientist, engineer at industrialist ang dapat mamahala sa lipunan dahil sila ang may alam sa pag-unlad. Naniniwala si Henry Saint-Simon na sila ang magdadala ng progreso sa bansa. Number 4 is a class theory. Ipinakita ni Saint-Simon na may dalawang klase sa lipunan. Una ang industrialist at pangalawa ang tradisyonal na aristokrasya. Gusto niya magtulungan ang mga manggagawa at mga negosyante para sa ikabubuti ng bansa.
Robert King Merton was born on July 4, 1910 in Philadelphia as Mayor Robert Skolnick into a family of Russian Jewish immigrants. His parents, Ida Rasovkaya and Aaron Skolnikov, faced financial struggles, especially after his father's dairy business burned down to support the family. His father worked as a carpenter assistant. From a young age, Merton was fascinated by magic influenced by his sister's boyfriend. He initially performed under the stage name Merlin, but later changed it into Robert Merton to make his name sound more African. He chose Robert in honor of the famous French magician Eugene Robert Houdin. This name stuck with him even after he earned a scholar to Temple University, marking the beginning of this academic journey.
So next is Robert King Merton's strain theory. It explains why some people break the rules of society. He says that society sets big goals like becoming successful, but not everyone has fair chance to reach them. This creates pressure and people respond in a different ways. Number one, conformity. They follow the rules and try to succeed in the right way. Number two, innovation. They want success but use illegal ways like stealing or cheating. Number three, ritualism. They give up on big goals but still follow the rules like working on a boring job without ambition. Number four, patriotism. They stop trying completely, often turning things like drugs or isolation. Number five, rebellion. They reject society's rules and try to create new system. So this Merton story, it helps explain why people turn into crime or behaviors when they can feel they cannot succeed in the right way. Next is education. Dito naman sa education, ilalarawan nito ang unang taon ng karera ni Robert King Merton sa larangan ng sosyolohiya. Ang kanyang unang pagkikipagtulungan kay George E. Simpson sa Temple University noong 1927 and 1931 ay nagbigay ng magandang karanasan sa kanya. Noong nagtrabaho siya bilang research assistant sa isang proyekto na Race and Media ay doon na na-expose siya doon at nagsimula sa kanyang karera sa larangan ng sosyolohiya. In short, ini-illustrate dito yung unang tagumpay ni Merton sa sosyolohiya.
This passage provides an overview of the personal life of Robert K. Merton, a renowned sociologist. He married Suzanne Gerhardt in 1934 and they had 3 children, including Robert C. Merton, who won the 1997 Nobel Prize in Economics. Merton and Gerhardt separated in 1968 and she passed away in 1992. In 1993, he married Harriet Zuckerman, a fellow sociologist. Merton struggled with multiple forms of cancer in his later years and passed away on February 23, 2003, at the age of 92. He was survived by his wife, 3 children, and 9 grandchildren and 9 great-grandchildren. After his time as a research assistant at Harvard University, Merton began his teaching career at Tulane University in 1938. Kung saan siya naging professor at tagapangulo ng Department of Sociology. Noong 1941, Merton joined the Faculty of Columbia University where he would spend the majority of his teaching career. It highlights Merton's dedication in teaching and ang kanyang mahabang panunungkulan sa Columbia University kasama ang kanyang prestigious position ay nagpapakita ng kanyang makabuluhang ambag sa larangan ng sosyolohiya at ang kanyang pangmatagalang pamana bilang scholar and educator.
Contributions of Robert K. Merton. Robert K. Merton ay isang Amerikanong sosyologo na nagbigay ng maraming mahalagang ideya sa sosyolohiya. Narito ang kanyang mga pangunahing ambag. Number 1 is a strain stress. Strain stress is kung paano malalagpasan o masusolusyonan ang stress. Mayroong 5 paraan na umaangkop sa stress ng mga tao. Una is conformity, o pagsunod sa mga patakaran. Innovation o pagbabago. Innovation is sa paghahanap ng bagong paraan upang magtagumpay, minsan sa pamamagitan ng illegal na pamamaraan. Ritualism o pagiging makaluma. Ritualism is sa pagsunod sa mga patakaran ng hindi naglalayo ng tagumpay. Retriatism is o pag-urong, pag-iwas sa mga layunin at pamamaraan ng lipunan. Rebellion or pag-aaklas, pagtatakwil sa mga layunin at pamamaraan ng lipunan at paglikha ng mga bago. Number 2 is a role theory. Role theory is ibig sabihin na bawat individual daw sa lipunan ay may papel na may inaasahang asal at responsibilidad. Number 3 is a self-fulfilling prophecy o sariling natutupad na propesiya. Self-fulfilling prophecy ito ay sariling pagpili ng desisyon na may kalayaan sa sarili. Number 4 is a sociology of science. Pinag-aral ni Merton ang mga pamantayang gumagabay sa mga siyentipiko at pinakilala ang mga konsepto tulad ng communalism o pagkakaisa. Communalism is sa pagbabahagi ng kaalamang siyentipiko. Universalism o pangkalahatan. Universalism, ang agama ay dapat walang kinikilingan at hindi dapat maimpluwensyahan ng personal na bias. Disinterestedness o kawalang interest, ang mga siyentipiko ay dapat magtrabaho para sa kabutihan ng lahat, hindi para sa pansariling kapakinabangan. Last is sa organized skepticism o organisadong pagdududa. Ang pangangailangan ng siyensya ay dapat masuring mabuti at pagdudahan.